It's time to get lucky because March tells us that spring has returned. What's good, guys? Welcome back to another Pop Culture Simplified. Can you guess this Pixar favorite? Sure, this is no time to panic. This is a perfect time to panic. I'm lost, Andy is gone. They're gonna move in their house in 2 days and it's all your fault. If you guessed Toy Story, you're correct. And guess what? They're releasing Toy Story 5 this June. My favorite movie is coming back to theaters. So I saw the trailer and I'll put it in the description so you can see for yourself. And I found a lot of interesting things about it, but I won't spoil it until it comes out. So to get you convinced, I'll be recapping the previous 4 movies. Toy Story 1, my total fave. I've been watching since I was a child. You know, back in my old days, I would just watch Toy Story literally every day, non-stop, never gets old to me. Sheriff Woody and Buzz Lightyear fighting and then working together to return home always gets me a laugh. At first, I thought it was a Christmas movie because of that last scene, until I realized that the franchise itself is mainly set during the summer. Toy Story 2, another fave. I like how they reference Star Wars. And I keep wondering to myself, what was the purpose of these Star Wars references besides the fact that Pixar was previously owned by Lucasfilm? Also, it's hilarious but also slightly concerning that, well, Woody, he's gone through quite an adventurous journey, and I'm not going to spoil it if you haven't seen it before. But man, Woody having his arm ripped, being possessed by a toy store owner, finding out that he has a TV show, another classic I saw. Toy Story 3 was mid, though I didn't really watch the full movie. There were callbacks to the first movie, I believe, during the beginning, but as the movie progressed, the toys were sold off to daycare and then Bonnie, whom I think is an alright owner. Heartbreaking that I had to see Andy leave for college. We really do grow up so fast, and it's scaring me a little bit. For the daycare part, I feel like that had to be dangerous for the toys because the children who attended daycare they didn't really know how to play with them. So I guess you can be concerned for them, and I don't know how to explain it. Toy Story 4 was alright. I was surprised and also delighted to see Bo Peep return after the 3rd film, but it's also a shame that John Lasseter had to leave Pixar, that creative figure who shaped most of the studio's films. There's Monsters Inc., Finding Nemo, The Incredibles, even Cars. But real talk though, I'm really disappointed that he had to join Skydance, some type of company now owned by Paramount. But Andrew Stanton, however, he's done a really great job writing all 4 films. One thing I will say about Toy Story 5 is that there'll be a theme where technology changes everything. Which is true, because nowadays, little children barely even play with their toys anymore. And as always, there are pros and there are cons to using technology, which I'll explain in another vlog. And that wraps up today on Pop Culture Simplified. But before I go, I want to apologize for not releasing anything in a while since last weekend, besides my recent stop motion test you just saw. The video I posted before was almost a copy of one of my other videos, so I had to delete it before anyone got confused. I also thought about joining Twitch for occasional streams, but if I'm gonna stream on Twitch, I have to stream every day, which I can't be available. But yeah, I'm still figuring out some way to expand my channel. So if you enjoyed that and you love Toy Story as much as I do, go ahead and like and comment on this video, share it with your friends or fellow Toy Story fans, and as always, subscribe to Normally Mike, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram.